What's going on? We are officially live. Everybody knows that I go live on Saturday, so this shouldn't be that big of a surprise. Come on, guys. Gonna wait for some people to show up here. Got my Vietnamese coffee. Let me see the comments so I can make sure that I can see all of you. Valen, first one to show up. Jacob, Ashley, Dean, Dino. Ashley, it's been a very, very busy week, so I will send you some content to edit, and we will see how well you do. Hayden is here. Harves, George, Kenneth, in Wyoming. I've been to Wyoming, Wall Drug. Spent some time over at Wall Drug, checked it out. I felt like a cowboy. It was amazing. Had a really good time. Miami Beach, George, or Jorge, however you pronounce it. What's going on, man? Evan kicking it in SoCal. Same here, dude. Mook Rage is here. You may proceed. What's going on, Jack? Bob. Jung. What's going on, man? Jack is here. Jonas, what are you doing? We're doing a Saturday Q&A just like we always do every Saturday with the Vietnamese coffee. Eli Broder, I love you too, man. Hobbs from London, how you doing, man? Northern Ireland, you stoked for the McGregor fight? Who's gonna win, guys? McGregor or Habib? What's up, Jared? Ian's here from Qatar, of course. What's going on, man? Columbus, Ohio in the building. Jose, how late are you? You just got here. Literally, the live stream has been going on for like 2 minutes, so you literally just got here. Tim says beard noise time. Yeah, so typically we wait for like 100 people to show up, but we can go ahead and just do a wrist check. What are you guys wearing? You guys knew. Seiko Saturday. SKX on the wrist, 007. It's got to be that way. But yeah, let's do some wrist checks, guys. Tom from Wales, what's going on, man? Denmark, Netch Kim is here. Jerry. We got some Vostocks. We got a Sarbo 3.5. We got a SRP 773. Great choice, Jared. We got Solar Tuna from Tim Laura. Daniel's wearing a Tudor Black Blade Blue. Kenneth's wearing a Super Ocean Chronograph. What's going on, Papa Shark? Heck yeah, Papa Shark's here. Dorset, England. What's going on, Hayden? Okay, he's wearing a Rolex Day Date. Jack's got a bull of a precisionist. So keep on doing the wrist checks, guys. When we hit 100 people, we'll go ahead and get into the Q&A. Got a little wiener dog there. Heck yeah, man. G-Shocks. Can't go wrong with the G-Shock. Oh, Baby Tuna 637. Heck yeah, Hamilton khaki. I'm just looking over what everyone's wearing, by the way. Ordinary from Norway. What's going on? Citizen Nighthawk. Heck yes. Daniel says you be to adopt a dog friend for the cat. Do you mean you need to adopt a dog? I would love to have a dog. I'm a huge dog person. Dog I had passed away. I had him for 14 years, and now I have 2 cats. And the thing is that being in business, it's much easier to have, a cat, because they're kind of more independent. What's going on, Corey? Okay, so we've hit 100 people in the live stream. So let's go ahead and answer some dang questions, because that's why we are here. So, sorry, it was kind of low energy at the beginning because I was reading all your guys' comments. But, yeah, let's answer some questions, guys. It is, Imam is waiting for the giveaway. Yeah, guys, if you only follow me because of the giveaways, this is why, like, content creators are very hesitant to do giveaways. Because some people just stick around just for the giveaways, and that's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a bummer. Makes you feel gross. So let's go ahead. Let's look at some questions. Okay, Tim Lara says cats are best for busy/lazy people. I don't know, Tim. I know you're a very supportive viewer, but if you just refer to me as being lazy, then probably don't have a great understanding of what I do. Dino Steiner, what is your Grail watch? I have a lot. I have a lot of Grail watches, and I've made at least one episode talking about my various Grails. Okay, here's one. Here's one I'll say, Dino. Okay. I would say the Creator Aichi 2. The Creator Aichi 2. Now, it listed for around $33,000. It's I don't think it's crazy out of reach, but immediately, yeah, I would say the Aichi 2. Not the Aichi 1, because the Aichi 1 had a power reserve on the front, and I thought that looked cool until the Aichi 2 came out, when they put the power reserve in the back on the movement, and I realized that, like, oh my gosh, that porcelain dial, how clean it is and how well done it is, it just gets kind of mucked up with that power reserve. So I'm going to go ahead and say my current Grail would be the Creator Aichi 2. But tell me what you think, guys. It's kind of an obscure watch, I know, but beautiful, and I'd love to have one. Papa Shark, my question, where's your Vietnamese coffee? Right here, bro. Darius Sherman, is the Japanese Miyota movement quality? It depends which one. They're not terrible for the most part, but when I hear a micro brand has a Miyota, I'm less stoked than if they went with a Salida or even an NH35. Ong wrote, one watch you will never sell. Man, there's a few in my collection that I would never ever get rid of. One of them would be the Certina DS2 Chronolympic, because that is the watch that my dad got for his graduation, and it was passed down to me, so that reminds me of my dad, so I will never ever get rid of that for sure. And then probably the Grand Seiko J14070, because that's the first Grand Seiko ever made, and the second I bought one, it seems like the day after, the prices just skyrocketed, so I feel like there's no way I would get rid of that one either. Okay, Papa Shark is leaving. I'll miss you, dude. SoCal Entourage sitting at IHOP watching this. Heck yeah, man. Wristwatch enthusiast. What is going on, Bulgaria? Bulgaria in the house. Ong also writes, current watch you're wearing. I'm wearing my SKX 007. It was running, so I just threw it on. It was on my nightstand, threw it on the wrist, Love this old school military single piece kind of NATO. Are Tree Dillinger, are those signs behind you backwards in real life? No. The way phones work, especially when you're using the front camera, is the image can be rotated. So when you see this, it might look like this is my left hand, but in reality, this is my right hand. Also, this doesn't say elope, it says polo. Hold on, guys. We got Liverpool in the building. I want to see. I've missed some questions since I've been answering. Juice Man, Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos, man. Andrew Pereira, you're not that late, dude. Honestly, you're not that late. Panray says, hello from India. He's wearing a Casio Duro. Let's see. Corey, given that they might get rid of the atomic clock in the U.S., what happens, do you think, if that happens, what do you think will be the replacement? Sorry, that was kind of, the way it was written confused me. Okay, how do I think they'll replace the atomic function, or will they replace the atomic function? I don't know what will replace it, but if it is truly a funding issue, I wouldn't hold your breath, guys. I would not hold your breath, guys. So NIST, National Institute for Standards and Technology, they said that they were going to get rid of it because it's a funding issue, okay? I'm going to be real with you guys. This is going to break your heart as a watch enthusiast. The atomic clock isn't all that important. It's not. At least when you consider all the other things going on, like in the world right now. So it's probably not a priority for them. And if it honestly does come down to funding, I wouldn't hold your breath for them to replace it or, put it at the top of their list to get it running again. Yeah, that's my answer. It's a bummer that it is controlled by the government, because let's be honest, I said this in the last live stream. Have you ever been to the DMV? Like, it's not a nice, smooth process. All this bureaucratic red tape. Don't hold your breath on this, guys. Camper, sup, Jory, Joey, Jory. Written at the beginning of literally every single one of my episodes. Captain Obvious, unlimited money, one watch for the rest of your life. What's your choice? That's a really hard question. Because I have Grails, but the Grails wouldn't be like the one watch for the rest of my life. For instance, again, I'm not a huge tourbillon guy. It's not like I think tourbillons are kind of useless. They look cool, but it's like whatever. But there is one tourbillon that I love, and it is the new Vacheron Constantin Patrimony Traditionnelle. That watch is really, really cool. I would love to have that. That's also on my Grail list, but like for the rest of my life, I don't think so, because I also like, driving around in my Jeep with Connie, and I like going out in the woods and hiking around, and I would love to wear a watch while I do that, but it won't be the Vacheron Traditionnelle. So one watch for the rest of my life, that's kind of a tall order, guys, because it'd have to have a water resistance rating. It'd have to be tough, because I do things outside of just formal occasions. I know I look like a suave, dapper gentleman, but the truth is I go outside and get dirty. Like, look, guys, I'm wearing boots and Levi's right now, so I like to sometimes go out and about, and I'm not going to be wearing my gold Vacheron tourbillon for that. Do you have EDC gear like pocket knife, flashlight, etc.? Yes. There's a lot of stuff I can't talk about on this channel because YouTube is annoying, but I do have an EDC. I don't carry a flashlight in my pocket though. Punch, sounds like your one watch would have to be a Vostok Amphibia. I guess so, man. campers. Would you ever do a state of the collection video? Yeah. Guys, I get this question every day. All right? Every day. Here's the deal. I will do that, but you guys aren't even close to seeing every watch that I own right now. So what's going to happen is it's going to be a very long video to film, a very long video to edit. And then when I make that video, I'm going to have a bunch of people in the comment section being like, wait, what's that? Wait, what's that watch? Wait, what's that watch? And I won't be able to refer them to a video on that watch specifically if I haven't made that watch yet, or if I haven't made that video yet. So what I'd rather do is make specific videos on each watch individually, and then when I do a state of the collection video, when people ask me about more information about that particular watch, I can just refer them to the video. Does that make sense? It's just from like an efficiency standpoint, it makes more sense. Dino, do you like old timers? I don't know what that is. Reed Gabrowski, congratulations on winning the watch, bro. Do I like old cars? Heck yeah, I like old cars. I love old cars. Captain Obvious, you should tell the chat to check out your second channel. Yeah, go ahead, check out Time Away. Content on that channel has been slow to come out because this has been an incredibly busy month already, and last month was ridiculous. And I'm also trying to figure out what type of content you want to see on that other channel. So yeah. William says, why should I buy Panerai instead of Rolex? Well, this is a very simple question, William. You shouldn't. You should not buy a Panerai instead of a Rolex. Rolex Explorer or Submariner for everyday watch. That is an incredibly difficult choice. I love both of those watches. I don't currently own an Explorer, but dude, those dimensions and that durability, between those two watches, and I have a Submariner, I would actually go for an Explorer. I know, crazy. I would go for an Explorer, guys. I'm not kidding. That's a great everyday piece. What's up, Luke? Dino says, what's your favorite old car? Mine's a Cadillac Eldorado from 1959. Well, Dino, as many people that follow me know. Also, guys, come on, there's 129 people here. Let's bump up the likes. Seriously, I want at least 100 likes here. So, let's see. I have a lot. So what I was trying to say is, for people that like know me, I actually have been into cars well before I got into watches. So we could make a whole other channel about cars. Favorite old car? What do you consider old, I suppose? Because I like some of for instance, the original 930 Turbo, like the original Porsche 930. That's like an awesome car, even though it's not the most fun to drive because the boost was crazy and it didn't have power steering and it didn't have brake assist or anything like that. That's a sick car. Also, like some of the older GTO tri-powers, like for American Muscle, that's a freaking sick car too. Like from like 69 or something. And Reed says the 964 RS is over 25 years old. Yeah, that's around my age. And that's my grail. I don't know if it'd be, yeah, see the 930 slant nose, like any slant nose is super desirable. I think those are cool, but my grail of a car, personally, is a Porsche RS America in Guards Red. And that's from around 93. And I don't know if it'd be considered old by today's standards yet, but that is, I mean, come on. That car is gorgeous. Being says collecting watches takes up a lot less space than cars. You're absolutely right. Guys, keep asking questions. This is some time I want to dedicate to talking to you guys. Ordinary 999 says Daytona Steel or GMT Master 2? I don't know which Daytona you're referring to. The only Daytonas I would ever have in my collection are very old and very, very expensive. So any of the current Daytonas, I am incredibly against. I think they're very ugly, and I don't like them at all. GMT Master 2, I do like. Which one do you want? I think they're cool. I would go GMT. I'm looking at the questions, guys. David Gersh. Cars and watches define your character. Imagine driving a Timex. I think he means imagine wearing a Timex and driving a Chevette. Clarician Whitaker, Las Vegas here. What's going on in Las Vegas? Carlos says, woohoo, thanks. I'm looking at an Explorer. You should get an Explorer, dude. Dope. Viewers, fill Luke Harvey in. He says, your opinion on Submariner versus Omega Seamaster 300. I don't think you're into Omega. Fill him in, guys. Fill him in. Fill him in about me and Omega. You don't think I'm into Omega? I have the 25th anniversary Omega Moonwatch. I have an Omega Constellation quartz from the Quartz Crisis. And I have the most beautiful Omega Seamaster ever made. I'm not into Omega. You're wrong. What's going on, Theo PF? Juice Man. Oris Big Eye, value for the money. Jack says, what do you think about Timex's new automatic watches? I'm not a huge Timex I'm not a huge Timex guy, guys. I think they make decent watches. I know they're selling online for around $250. So I had a few people write to me on Instagram and they were like upset about that price point. But here's the deal. Timex doesn't release very many mechanical watches currently, okay? The Marlins were huge when they came out about a year ago. People freaked out. And they saw that. They're a business. They listened. They saw the appeal of that watch. So they knew when they released a automatic, they're obviously going to up it a little bit because they see the demand there. So you can't get mad at them for that. Would I buy one? No, because I'm not a Timex guy whatsoever. Gamaliel says, Certina DS Action, any good? Which one? They have DS Action, they have a bunch of different DS Actions, but if you're referring to the diver, the DS Action diver, that's a really good watch, yeah. If you make sure to get the Powermatic 80. It's a little bit more expensive, but it has a good movement. Robert Woodruff, hi there. Where are you from? Depends what you mean where I'm from. I'm from New Hampshire. Grew up in New Hampshire, but I live in Los Angeles currently. Vic, what are your thoughts on Frederic Constant post-purchase by Citizen? Their Patek Breguet-esque models got me looking. Vic, they were purchased by Citizen a while ago, like a while ago, like well before I became the time teller. Just kidding, I was always the time teller. But well before I was on YouTube. It was over 10 years ago, I think. And I think it's good. I think they have a lot more capital to do the things they want. They've since acquired Alpina, and they're using Alpina to get more like diver sporty watches out there. I don't, I don't think I don't think it's a bad thing that Citizen has purchased them. That's what I'll say. I think they make awesome watches. Carlos, what do you do for work? I'm a business consultant. Eunice German, however, I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm so sorry for butchering any of your guys' names. I apologize. I have a weird name myself, so I totally understand how annoying it is when people like just destroy your name. He says, Oris Big Crown Pro Pilot or IWC Pilot? Well, which IWC are you talking about? Because I don't like all of their Pilot's watches. But here's the deal. I like a lot of IWC Pilot's watches, and I love the Oris Big Crown Pro Pilot. I have the Oris Big Crown Pro Pilot. Don't have any IWC Pilot watches currently. The next IWC on my list is actually the Portuguese chronograph. But I think they also look very different as well. So honestly, between the two, if you're looking for like a pilot's watch to wear every day, I would go Oris. I don't think you can go wrong with Oris. But if you want that specific look of the IWC Big Pilot, if you like those features, then yeah, go for it. Go for it. I think that's personal preference though. So basically, it's kind of a dumb answer to that question. What I'm trying to say is I really like both of those. I really like both of those watches and brands. A bunch more questions coming in. One second, guys. I wanna look at all your. David says, sitting here eating a Twix bar and watching the show, getting psyched for your Red Sox to take whooping. We are not going to take a whooping, okay? The Red Sox have been doing so well. I am so happy for the Red Sox. Much better than the Patriots are doing so far. But man, my Red Sox are crushing it. Mookie Betts? Who knew that Mookie Betts would be such a good... like, when we picked him up, he wasn't all that special. And then for some reason, this season, he just started hitting dinger after dinger after dinger after dinger. You bet when it's time to negotiate his contract, he's going to be getting some big bucks. David says Shinola equals Dodge Charger. Shinola equals Dodge Neon. Since yesterday, Bay Elite says, since yesterday was James Bond Day, who's your favorite Bond and Bond watch? Sean Connery and the Rolex. Duh. Scotty says, they butcher my name too. Scotty Nuke Coles. I probably butchered it as well. I'm so sorry, man. Robert Woodruff. I used to live in Keene. Yeah, I've been to Keene a ton of times. I'm from Amherst. I don't know if you know where Amherst is. It's southern. It's a bit more southern. Rolex Deep Sea or Yachtmaster with Oyster Flex bracelet. Which Yachtmaster? Because you said Yachtmaster, I'm assuming you just mean the Yachtmaster 1. I think that's a cool watch, like especially the I initially really liked the one with the platinum bezel. I thought that was really cool. The Yachtmaster 2, when it came out for a while, I thought it was incredibly hideous, but it's like kind of growing on me. For some reason, when I look at it, I think of like Guy Fieri, and I'm like, man, Guy Fieri rules. He's hilarious. But it's like, I don't know if it's my style. Like I almost feel like it was the Invicta of like the Rolex world, but it's like slowly growing on me the more I see. I don't know. It's crazy. I know. Somebody stop me. William, is there a Rolex bubble? Here's the deal, guys. Rolex right now is like Porsche, the Porsche 911s specifically. I'm going to talk about, this might be kind of tangential, because I'm going to go on a little 911 tangent really quick. So, like, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago, you could get like a 993 from like the 90s. You could probably get it for, or even before that, maybe a little bit before that. You could get it for probably in like the 60,000s. Now, the 993s are like in the multiple hundreds of thousands. And so the last Porsche 911 that is still somewhat attainable is the 996 from the early 2000s, okay? Now, for some reason, Rolex's steel sports watches have reacted the same way as like these 911s. So everything's going crazy. Social media is not helping the fact. This could be a whole live stream in and of itself. Here's the deal. The answer is yes, there is a Rolex bubble. When is it going to change? I don't think it will for a while, because Rolex, again, is a business and they're not stupid. So if people keep wanting their products, they're gonna keep up with this kind of, I don't want to say artificial scarcity, but they get it. If they don't supply their ADs with a ton of watches, they can make it so there is some scarcity in the market, and their ADs can charge a premium, and then guess what? Rolex gets that cut. So, kind of a bummer. David, Rolex equals Porsche 911. Yeah, I would say specifically the way I've listed this out, and I've made a video about this. The Submariner specifically is acting a lot like the Porsche 911. Ong says, will you review ladies' watches? No idea what to get the missus. Yes, Connie is actually working on a video to make for you guys. Are you guys excited for that? I think it's going to be really fun. Connie's going to do a little video for you guys talking about, because, we're getting into the holiday season, and we're going to go ahead and make something recommending stuff for the ladies out there. Captain Obvious, his chat's getting really far behind. Ooh. Sorry, guys, I'm answering your questions. I'm scrolling up, guys. I'm scrolling up. Don't worry. I'm reading your questions, guys. Don't worry. What's your opinion on deep blue watches? I don't have any personal experience with them, but their designs are uninspiring. I've seen them all before, and they don't do anything that like Seiko couldn't do better, and that's my honest opinion. What's your opinion on Luminox? I've made a Luminox review. Are you guys seeing this? Suggestions for a watch for a teen around $100. I've made 2 videos about watches for college students under $100, one was under $100, one was under $200. I urge you to check that out. I think that the SNK 809 is a great option. Dean, I always want to answer Dean's questions because he's been with me from the beginning. Great guy. Thoughts on Helm microbrand divers? I haven't gotten the chance to get one in person. I have a few of like my watch fam buddies that own them and say that they're great. So I mean, those dudes are fairly knowledgeable, so I trust their opinions. So I mean, I guess they make solid watches. I haven't seen anything that like I want, but I'm sure they're decently made because I don't think they would have them if they were bad. I hope that answered your questions. Enrique just joined. What's going on, Enrique? Spinnaker, Zia Spinnaker watches. I don't like them really. The hands look kind of cheap. The dials look kind of cheap. I'm not a fan of Spinnaker, guys. Captain Obvious, is my chat keeping up? Am I keeping up with the chat? Hey Jory, Adil says, hey Jory, what do you think is better? Black better, or what do you think is a better buy? Black Bay 58 or Seamaster 300? You guys know how I feel about Tudors. I would not put that money towards a Tudor. I would put that money towards the Omega for sure. I'm looking over the comments again, guys. Mr. Airgun says, Jory Gunman. Yeah! Scotty says, Jory, are you a Mac or PC guy? Interesting. So I grew up with only a Mac in my house. Like ever since I was little, my dad in like the office, in his study had like a Mac, and that's what I learned on. And then all throughout like high school, like I remember my dad also when I got a little older buying one of those the iMacs, like the colored iMac with like the blue. And that was funky, and so we always had Macs in the house. And then in high school, I got like a MacBook, and then in college, I only used MacBooks. And now, my personal laptop is a MacBook, but the desktop that I use in my office is a PC. So, I mean, I guess I'm more of a Mac person, but I also use a PC now. Scotty says the cops went by, and Dean says the police just drove by. Be careful, those guns may be illegal in SoCal. Carlos, what music do you listen to while weightlifting? Interesting. Anything from like Wu-Tang? I absolutely love Wu-Tang. So like kind of like anything from like gangster rap to like grind and like thrash, like metal, like anything like the Red Chord or like Between the Buried and Me. I don't know if you guys know any of that stuff. But yeah, like Between the Buried and Me and like Unearth and stuff like that, like metal. Come on, guys, more questions. Jeez. Zia says, love you and your channel indeed. Thanks, man. Love you too. Mr. Shinobi in the building.
But it's not good.
I wouldn't get close to this one.
So if they go on budget for the one to tell me, you can look at the same size.
Michael says, so that's where that nay came in the other day. Creative Name asks, what's your career? Watch related? Well, I suppose I'm the time teller, so I suppose my career is now technically watch related. But I'm a business consultant, so like my initial bread and butter was not watch related. People are always so interested in what I do for work. Mr. Shinobi, someone asked about your take on Spinnaker watches. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of them. Rolex Day Date Yellow Gold 36 or 40? 36. 36, 36, 36, 36, 36. That is classic. Okay, those presidents, classic. All right, 36 millimeter. For real. Jared, what's your thoughts on the VC, the new series? Out of the Holy Trinity, Vacheron's my favorite, so I'm a fan of a lot of what they put out. Jason, what's your question, bro? It's not personal, dude. A ton of people are writing. People get so mad. You never got answered. Okay, what's your question, dude? Ask me the question. Zia, homage watches like Parnas. I've had a friend that has owned a Parnas. He said it was well made and it felt good, but he couldn't get over the fact that it looked exactly like a Panerai, and people would come up to him and talk to him about Panerai, and he would feel weird, and so he got rid of it. And I understand that feeling. I don't wear homages, and I don't really like homages at all, and I understand where he's coming from. So I'm not into Parnas, but yeah. James. Why are you evading Jason's question? What do you think about the Junghans Meister telemeter? I don't know that specific watch. Junghans makes good watches, for sure. Like their Max Bill chronograph, really, really cool watch. I don't know about that specific watch, though. But it's true, I do hate you, Jason. I do hate you. I'm kidding, bro. I love you, bro. What's your favorite Holy Trinity brand? I actually literally just said that, but it's Vacheron Constantine. Do you like the Khaki King? Yeah, I think it's okay. I'd rather just have the Khaki Field watch, though. Is it worth buying the Seiko Presage Chippeau enamel? Here's the deal. My short answer is yes. The unfortunate truth, though, is that it's going to be scooped up, it's going to be marked up, and you're going to get screwed. And people are going to charge you over $2,000 for it. So, yeah, don't do that. Here's what's annoying. The Sarks 055, that baby snowflake that came out, reselling companies, and I'm not just talking about like eBay, I'm talking about like watch, like gray market websites, are trying to get $2,200 for that watch. Are you serious? No. $2,200 for that watch? Do not do that, guys. James. Jory, I hate Jason Goodman. Peter Williams, can you recommend a decent spring bar tool? Yes, I have them at the Time Teller shop. So click that link. Support the channel, bro. Being says, do you think your Vacheron Constantine love influences your feelings on Frederic Constant? No, because the majority of what you're trying to say is Frederic Constant makes a bunch of, a lot of their designs are obscure, are takes on obscure reference numbers from some Holy Trinity watches. But here's the deal. The majority of those designs are actually Patek designs and not Vacheron. So I see what you're trying to say, but using your reasoning, I would actually love Patek more, because Frederic Constant has a lot of designs that are like inspired by obscure Patek Philippe reference numbers, but not really so much Vacheron. But still, I choose Vacheron over Patek for sure. Nergaro Imam says, your opinion on smartwatches? Dude, I've made multiple videos about this. I'm in a nice park right now. I do not want to explode. I do not like smartwatches. David says, can't decide hip belt squats or trap bar deadlifts for today. No trap bar deads, dude. We don't need that hex bar. Pick up the big boy bar, grip them and rip them. You are going to do deadlifts today, all right? You're going to do deadlifts today. Grip them and rip them. Grip them and rip them, okay? James says, which beard and mustache oil? Asking for a friend. I use something, I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. Connie liked the smell of it. She said it smelled really fresh and clean, and obviously any excuse to get your girl close to you, you gotta go for what your girl likes, okay? You gotta wear a cologne, not that you like, that your girl likes. You wear clothes that your girl likes. You guys know this. Anyway, the beard oil is, it's a company called Redken Brews, Redkin, second word Brews. And it works well. I get compliments. People are like, "Ooh, your beard looks so nice and well kept." And it's because I've put in some of that beard oil and combed it in. Enrique has an interesting question. If you were stranded on an island and could only take one watch, what would it be and why? Here's the deal, dude. I'd honestly probably take the new Mudmaster triple sensor because it's tough. You're not gonna break it. It gives you some pertinent information. Like at least it has a compass. It'll let you know kind of where you're going. You don't need your smartphone. Here's the deal, guys. I was gonna pick up the new triple sensor Rangemaster, right? And I was gonna do a review on it, and I was going to use it for when I was like, hiking around or going out on the trips with my Jeep, with my Rubicon. And I was really excited about it. But then the more research I did, I realized that the GPS function, so the watch itself is solar powered. Okay, now guys, listen up. Everybody listen up. We have 129 people in here. So everyone listen. This is really, really interesting about this watch. I was going to get the new Rangeman, and it has a GPS. It is solar powered. It was going to be my, shit hits the fan watch. Sorry, I don't like cussing on this channel. It was going to be my tough watch, okay? It's around $1,000, give or take a few hundred. I was going to pick one up. I was very excited to review it. Here's the biggest issue. Although the watch is solar powered, the GPS function needs to be charged externally, and it comes with its own charging adapter. Okay, that was the first thing that was freaking annoying. Second thing, the GPS function needs to be tethered to your phone. So that's another piece of equipment you need on you that also needs to be charged, and it also needs to be able to get data, or service. So here's the thing, if I'm actually lost somewhere, right? Because I've been in situations in my Rubicon where I got turned around and I did not know where I was, okay? And all those times I did not have service on my phone. So here's the deal. If that Rangeman is going to be like my get me home watch, what the that's not going to help me out at all, because my phone is not going to have service. It might be dead, and who knows how long I'm going to be out there. So if the GPS function isn't charged, then what the heck? So that's why I'm totally against that watch now, and I think the technology is not there. It's a cool idea. Technology's not there yet, and I knew by the time I got one, next Basel World or whatever, they're going to release one that doesn't need to be charged externally or something. It's so silly. Dave says, where did you get your cap? This is Polo. We actually just got Vic Proctor supports the channel with a $2 super chat. Thanks, man. You rock. Again, super chats are appreciated. Every cent I get from this goes straight to the channel to pick up a new watch or equipment or whatever. So we don't expect super chats, but thank you so much. James and Bentley. Yeah, the Breitling Emergency would actually be better, honestly. Amelia Madison. Hi, all. What's going on, Amelia? Lou says, Time Teller, just drop by to say love the channel, keep up the great content. One from SoCal watch enthusiast to another. Thanks, man. Maybe we can bump into each other sometime. Yo, guys, I was at the gym yesterday, and some kid comes up to me, and he's like, hey, are you the Time Teller? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh my God, you inspired me. I bought 10 watches in 12 months. And I was like, oh my God, no, I don't want you to go broke. But it warms my heart, and I'm flattered and humbled to meet you guys. So it's always so fun and funny, and to hear your guys' stories, it's hilarious. But yeah, he's now into watches, so I'm proud of that guy. Really nice kid, really nice kid. And guys, like every month, at least, more than that, I get people in my DMs being like, oh my God, like, I think I saw you at this thing in Los Angeles, and like I wanted to say hi, but blah, blah, blah. Like, guys, I am literally a normal person. So if you see me, like, and it's like an appropriate situation to say hi, like, say hi to me. I'm like, see how I am right here? That's how I am elsewhere. So do not be scared. It bums me out when people are like, oh my gosh, I think I saw you at this thing, but like, blah, blah, blah. Dude, then say hi to me. Like, seriously. Oh, Daniel Katz with another super chat. Thanks for supporting the channel, guys. You guys rule. Paul Bryant from the UK. What's going on, UK? Post-war Ocean. Thinking of getting a Boxy Winder. Do you recommend? Yeah, I've had those since I did the review on them. I got a lot of questions, picked them up. They have been on my, my God, they've been on my shelf, like my bureau, ever since. And they're winding 2 watches, and I've had no issues. So I would recommend, for sure. Dave says, thanks, just got told off for watching your channel whilst on holiday. Keep it up, dude, love the time. Thanks, Dave. Don't get in trouble for watching me, bro. James, Jory's assistant will allow you to say hello, no selfies or autographs. Guys, I would be honored and humbled to take a picture with any of you. I'm gonna blow your mind really quick. I am not special enough to do autographs and pictures, okay? I'm literally a normal person, but I'm humbled and flattered. But if you ever see me and you want to take a watch photo together, I would be honored and glad to do that. So let's make that happen, guys. Enrique, another super chat. Keep up the great work. Love your content. Love you, man. That's so cool. John Umek, another super chat. What's your next watch? I have a few, guys. Oh. Okay. There's 125 people here. He gave me a super chat, so I'm going to tell you, but you guys can't tell anybody else. All right? Promise me. I want to see some people saying I promise. I promise. I promise. All right? I'm going to tell you guys, but you can't tell anybody else on the channel. All right? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. I want you guys to promise. Andrew says no promises. Theo says, I will tell. Oh, Barkin' Jack. Woo! He says, I promise. I'm getting a Rolex Explorer 2 polar dial. The 16570. Why? Because I love that watch and it has the perfect dimensions in my opinion. And also I hate that orange GMT hand in the current ones. And I love the red GMT hand. I love it. Why did they change it? I will never know. But that's the watch I'm getting, and Bark and Jack approves, and because Bark and Jack approves, I'm doing it. Guys, if you don't know Bark and Jack, check them out. Seriously, what the fuck are you doing? I just cussed again. I bet. Probably going to delete this live stream before it posts because I cussed twice, and I don't like cussing on this channel, so my bad. I was just so excited that Bark and Jack approves. I know Jared says dropping F-bombs now. My bad, guys. My bad. Seriously, I did not mean to cuss at all. It's the coffee, guys. The Vietnamese coffee. Captain Shaners says, "How hot is it?" It's actually It's like 70 degrees here. It's overcast. That's how you know it's autumn in Los Angeles. It's kind of gloomy out. It's in the 70s, so people are like, "Oh my God, it's so cold." It's not that cold, but I mean, I'm from New England, where it's similar to England actually, and it just rains all the time. And if it's not raining, it is like snowing and flooding. And then if it's not that, then it is so humid you want to throw up. So yeah. So after living in New England for like 20 years, moving out here, I was like, wow, it's hot all the time. Punch Gromit, what would you recommend for storage for cases? Thoughts? Yeah, I'm going to make some videos on that because I've been figuring out a way to like recommend these properly. I have a few thoughts on storing watches. As a general rule, store your watches someplace safe, obviously, where like maybe in a safe, but also make sure, like especially if you live somewhere like New England, like someone said they're from Massachusetts, from southern New Hampshire, so I'm 10 minutes outside of Massachusetts, gets very, very, very humid. Make sure that you have a way to protect your watches from moisture, because certain watches, we're talking vintage Rolexes, even your Seamasters, your Omega Seamasters, your Jumbos, your bumper watches, they can be susceptible to getting some moisture under the crystal and kind of mucking up that dial. So just make sure you have some way of protecting them. Adrian, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, dude. David Cody, you said you're from NH. I live in the 603. Yeah, man, I'm from Amherst, New Hampshire. Ong says, do you own antique timepieces? I mean, I own, the oldest watch I own, I think, is from the 30s. So, I mean, I have some vintage, older timepieces. If you consider that antique, then yes, I suppose. My Bubbleback's from 1940. Carlisian, what do you think is a great travel case for watches? I currently use the Wolf hard case. The Wolf leather hard case carries 2 watches. That's what I would recommend for sure. Michael, Jory loves soft leather cases. Yeah, I do not recommend watch rolls for traveling because they're soft. Carlisian, what's your favorite watch case finish? I suppose you're actually now talking about like the case of the watch. I'm a stainless steel guy, honestly, and it's, I don't know, stainless steel guy, honestly. Getting bored of the Seiko Orange Monster, will I regret selling it? I say just keep it, dude. You're not gonna get all that much for the sale. So just keep it, save your money, buy something else, and you'll be much happier that way. I know there's a huge cult following for that watch, so maybe just sit on it. Jared Packer, if you ever talk about my Red Sox losing, I will block you from this channel. David Cody from Manch Vegas. Heck yeah, dude. James says, okay, serious question. What do you think of guys that wear a watch on each wrist at the same time? Dude, do what you want. I don't care how you choose to wear your watches, okay? I get enough guff about wearing my watch on my right hand, because I'm a lefty, that I realize now it is stupid to make fun of people making, like, on how they wear their watches at all. I think that's silly. Captain, ever owned an SKX 013? I have not. Creative name, enamel dialed watches ever worth it? I think a lot of them look really cool. I have one. It's personal preference, guys, seriously. Max Neb, can you do 50 push-ups? Yeah, I can. Will I do it here? No, because I don't know where I would prop the phone up. Bro, I go to the gym for like almost 2 hours, 5 days a week, and then 4 days a week I go do jujitsu for at least an hour and a half. So I get my butt kicked, and I had to do like 100 burpees last night in jujitsu. So I feel like I got hit by a truck, but I will survive. One Bentley forever. Rolex Steel Sports waiting list or In-N-Out drive-through, which is longer. Oh my gosh, dude. Some of the streets in Los Angeles have lanes blocked off because people are waiting to get into In-N-Out Burger. It is hilarious. Do you think some watches are more art than watch? Art and like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So people see art in different things and people interpret art very differently. So yeah, I think that's up to each person to decide and discern themselves. Do you know what I mean? So for instance, a lot of the, like, you know, those watches that are made, like the case is entirely made of sapphire, and it has a tourbillon and like a spinning globe and like all these crazy things. That to me is kind of like that's like a mini sculpture. Like, would I ever wear that watch? No, because when I look at it from like a wristwatch perspective, I think it's kind of hideous. I would never wear that on my wrist. But as like a piece of material that someone crafted and put together and also made work, it's very impressive, and that is very artistic in my opinion. But as far as like a wristwatch goes, I think some of those things are kind of ugly. I hope that makes sense. Have you ever had Five Guys? Yeah, I have. Not as big of a fan of In-N-Out, guys. I'm sorry. Captain, any double cheeseburgers last night? No, I had pancakes. I had like 2 stacks of pancakes, like 6 eggs, and 1 burger. That was like my dinner last night, my cheat meal last night. Had like over 400 grams of protein or something in it. It was ridiculous. James, 1 push-up. I don't know how I'm going to prop the phone up to do a push-up, but he super chatted. Can I do this? Hold on. There, I just busted out 10 for you for super chatting. Man, the things I do for you guys, seriously. Dude, that was 10. That was good enough. Captain saying 50 more. James goes, awesome, thanks. Thumbs down for the push-up. Are you serious? Legend. Shinobi says legend. Dean says that's dedication. Love to see that. Love to see older dudes rocking their cars, man, driving them on the weekends. That's dope. W1023 says good form. Thanks, bro. Woo, woo. Yeah, I'm a beefcake, dude. Someone asked how much I weigh. Here's the deal. My competing weight was in the 242s for powerlifting. I don't have to be that heavy because I'm not competing anytime soon. So I dropped down, and I'm probably in the high 230s right now. It's not polite to ask a girl how much she weighs, guys. Jeez. Gosh, Shelby. Mason Krabs, how tall are you? Jeez. It's like you guys are trying to size me up, dude. If I fully stretch, on a good day, I hit 6 feet. If I spend a lot of time stretching, I'm 6 feet. Sethman says, I love your videos, not just for watch reviews, but you're also cool. Thanks, man. You're cool too, dude. You guys crack me up, dude. You guys are killing me. Some of your comments, dude, I'm looking over them. You guys just crack me up. You guys weren't satisfied with those push-ups, seriously? Come on, guys. Have I seen Venom yet? I haven't. I want to see it. Maybe I'll take Connie to see it. I don't know if she's going to be interested, but I'd like to see it. By the way, on my Instagram at The Simple Consultant, on my story, I posted a picture of Connie because she's a babe and I wanted to brag about it. So, Spider-Man game on PS4. Yeet. Wish I had more time to play video games, but I don't anymore, which sucks. But who would I play? Who would play me in a movie? Maybe Zangief from Street Fighter. You know Zangief from Street Fighter? If you could make Zangief in real life and then put him in a movie, then he would play me. Dean, you just compared me to Seth Rogen. I think I'm a little bit better built than Seth Rogen, let's be honest. That was kind of a diss. Mercedes E63S AMG or BMW M5, E63. Most powerful V8 engine in production. Done with the Vietnamese coffee, guys. Bacon Eater says Miley Cyrus. John Thick. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna do more of those like funny things for you guys. I sprinkle them into the content because I want to make you guys laugh. So Slovenia, what's going on, Dominic? Abdullah. SKX007. Punch Gromit. I can definitely see the resemblance between Miley and Jory. They're almost twins. I agree, guys. I came in like a wrecking ball. Would you purchase any other Seagull other than the one you own, which you're referring to the 1963? I haven't seen any that I like as much as the 1963, so probably not. I mean, who knows? If one shows up, then yeah, like, I'd get it. But right now, not a huge fan. Seiko 5 on a leather strap? Do it. Do whatever you want, guys. Give me a watch. You had a second camera on your first videos. What happened to that? It was kind of annoying to edit, so I stopped doing that. I might do it in the future again if you guys like it. One dress watch for eternity under $1,000. Find a Jazzmaster, dude. Hamilton Jazzmaster. For sure. But they haven't banned garden blowers in the city yet. I know, right? Here, read some of them. Abdullah, what time is it, Mr. Time Teller? Sorry about that. You guys need to remind me earlier in the live streams. It is 1:20, about 1:20 p.m. Pacific. Let's get down to business. Best Rolex to get? So hard to say, guys. Honestly, so hard to say. But yo, guys, thank you. Oh man, 72 minutes. That was a fun live stream. Done with the Vietnamese coffee, guys. We're gonna wrap up this live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I hope you guys have a blessed, safe, healthy, fun rest of your weekend. Spend some time with your family. Tell them you love them. And yeah, just be happy, guys, because life is good. So guys, please take care. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'll be here, of course, next Saturday for the live stream, the Coffee Talk live stream, Vietnamese coffee. And yeah, get excited. More videos on Monday. Dude, this is so funny. Last thing I'll say, people are always like, oh, why are these live streams so long? Blah, 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 blah. Dude, I make like 3 regular videos a week on my channel, and people get upset because I do a live stream like once or twice a week. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying it. Again, video on Monday. Stay tuned for that. Have a good one. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Have a good one, guys.